Um, the ESL live stream. It's 6 p.m., a little bit more. It's all good. Sometimes, it's never easy techniques. I'm from China, live right now. Hope you guys doing good. Thank you if you're watching from YouTube or if you're watching the replay, if you are on Instagram as well. Feel free on Instagram to say hello in the chat, as well on Facebook. Thank you so much for being here. Feel free to leave your question. Today, we're going to be talking about CPD, continuous professional development, and we're going to have a good fun. Leave your questions. We're here to help. That's Mike's Home ESL teaching tips to help you with your class. That's the ESL live stream. We are live right now from China. Say hello in the chat. Tell us where you're from. And it's going to be time to start the jingle. Here we go.
Hey, DJ!
To all of you. Stu, hello everyone. You doing good?
Can you hear me?
Yes, beautiful. Awesome. That's cool.
Oh,
You
I'm
can
so
hear me
happy
too,
about
so
that.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, good. The thing is, like, Mike, when we're doing the live stream, right, it's like, it's live. We have to like use tech, and we've got this platform that goes to Instagram. We've got this platform goes to LinkedIn, goes to Facebook, and it's quite technical. And I'm trying to set my microphone. I've got a really nice microphone actually, but it wasn't working about 10 seconds ago. So I'm happy. I'm here. We're ready.
Tech sometimes,
Yeah.
All right, that's always something. All right, everyone, thank you for following us, for watching. Feel free to subscribe, give some likes. You can say hello in the description. Tell us where you're from, and if you got questions, feel free to answer. Feel free to ask. Sorry, and very welcome. I wanted to give a little shout out to all the teachers because you know that the giveaway is still on, and you have a free TESL course, level 4, that Stuart Allen gave us very gently for festing that 650K subscriber. That's really awesome. And yes, a big shout out. You can see the first winner. It's moving these days. A lot of people are is changing. So here we have number one. We have Abida. It's in Arabic, but yeah, I've checked it out. How to I cannot read for sure. Abida, very big shout out to all of you guys. We got Adriana Nantinayana, very number 2. Number 3, we got Nurgle as well. Big shout out to all of you guys. Even if you join right now, it doesn't matter. You can still participate and you can still win. The link is in the description. Feel free to join that giveaway there. So, like I said, we have Stu's TEFL course. Believe me, if you get that TEFL course, you can find jobs. ESL jobs everywhere on the globe, plus my course as well, which is a mix of blended learning to help you with your class. If you don't feel good with tech, it's a good one to help you start with tech in the classroom for all ages, and as well a guide with my 2 ebooks. And yeah, if you share this giveaway, you can even have a digital game, a digital board game, so that you can play in the classroom and have good fun if you share the link to your friends. So that's pretty much giving back to you, thanking you for all those 650K subscriber. You're awesome. We wouldn't be here if so many of you would, just follow us all the time. Feel free to subscribe. You get little actions on this giveaway, but really just subscribing to Stu's channel or the ESL live stream channel, is just free. And for us, it means a lot. It keeps us going, helping you with your class. And so that's the spirit. Thank you, Stu, for the giveaway. Thank you so much. That's a big prize.
Yeah. I'm what a milestone! Like 650,000 educators around the world following Mike's home ESL, and it's a huge milestone. So the big giveaway, you've got courses in there, ebooks, TESOL courses. So yeah, get on it. Yeah, get on it. It's not too late. You can still win.
Exactly. And don't forget as well to follow our awesome co-host, Mike, Stuart Allen from TEFL Lemon. Feel free to go to his channel. Really, you get lots of tips there, interviews, right?
Yeah, we've got lots of cool interviews with kind of some big names within the LT. So it's great for today's lives about professional development, and you've got some really good professional development videos and interviews on my channel. So yeah, please click the QR and follow.
I put the link into the description. Should be right here, right now. So feel free to go and subscribe to Stuart Allen's channel. Thank you so much, everyone. Let's start with CPD, right? That's what we're gonna go with today. Let's go with that CPD.
Yeah, so professional development. I should add, we were meant to have a guest in today, Fajarudin.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so I want to give him a quick shout out. Fajarudin, he will be back probably next month. He crashed his motorbike and he dislocated his shoulder. He's been in hospital, been having x-rays, and so he couldn't make it today. He's pretty poorly, but he will be back. He's taken, just a quick intro there, he's taken over 300 professional development courses. So he scours the internet. What can I take next? Right, I finish this. What's up next? And he's always looking for new ways to sharpen particular skills. So it might be a course about how to teach reading in TEFL classes, how to use AI in TEFL classes, how to use listening tasks for business. Whatever it might be. These little niche courses, he finds them. He's got a whole library of courses that you can take, so that would be really good. He was meant to be coming on today, but couldn't make it. So we'll myself and Michael will be talking about
Big
CPD.
shout out.
Yeah, big shout out
to him.
Yeah, we're no spring chickens ourselves, so we can talk very well about CPD, why you should be looking to improve your skills all of the time. Why this will benefit you, why this will benefit your learner, and how you can do it, why you should do it. So that's what we'll be talking today, Mike.
That's great. Here we go. CPD. So what does a CPD means?
Yeah, so CPD is continuous. That's the big word here, continuous. It never stops. Just
Yeah.
because you've done a TEFL course, you're learning as a teacher, your improvement isn't at an end. It's a continuous professional development. How you can continuously develop yourself and your skills and your knowledge and the tools that you have under your belt, how you can just keep improving. Because teaching is evolving. You know, when we started out as TEFL teachers,
True.
believe it or not, I used an overhead projector. Do you remember those big machines that beamed light onto the wall? You know, I had that in my classroom with a tape cassette. And today, as a language teacher, we have so many tools. And if I hadn't professionally developed myself over the last 20 years, my knowledge, my experience, I wouldn't be very good now. So keep developing yourself, keep evolving as a teacher, because teaching is evolving, learning is evolving, and your students are evolving. So you need to keep up, or you're going to get left behind. And a big word that I like to talk about with continuous professional development is stagnation. Your skills you can stagnate as a teacher. You use the same methodology, you use the same techniques, you use the same websites, you use the same materials, and you will stagnate. You'll get bored, your lessons will be boring. So you have to keep evolving as a teacher. And it's good for your motivation, and it's good for your students. At the end of the day, your students are the most important thing. And by doing CPD, you'll be learning new stuff.
Exactly. True. So we get that first little introduction I was earlier on right here, which is introduction, right? Why does
So just keep it there, Mike. So
matter?
so just keep it there for a second. So why should we do CPD? Okay, and we're going to come on to that, you know, more in the next kind of 10 minutes. But basically, you're investing in yourself. Okay, so for CPD, you have to invest. You either have to invest money, or maybe you're doing some free courses where you don't need to invest money, but you have to invest your time. You have to invest your effort. It's not easy. So why do it? Why do it? So, well, basically, you're investing in your own career. You're making yourself a more marketable teacher. You're making yourself a better teacher, and that will lead to better teaching. So it's an investment. It's like going to university. Yeah, you know, university costs a ton of money. It takes up 4 years of your life, but you do it for a reason, right? It's a self-investment. And it's the same with professional development within TEFL. It's so important to keep. All of the people on this channel right now have an interest in professional development. That's why you're here. You want to learn new stuff. You want to be thinking about it. It needs to be on your radar why you are learning more stuff. Hey, morning, Ibtisam. That's it.
Yeah, morning.
Yay. And with the new methods that are coming out, the new technology that come out, student needs are changing as well. What students expect from their classes are changing, and we have to keep up. And not only we have to keep up, we have to be ahead of the game. So be the one in your office, be the one in your school that leads the way with new approaches, new ideas, fresh concepts that you can go into your classes with, and you know, just be a leader within your school. That's it. So that's why professional development matters. So so let's get on to it. How can we develop ourselves professionally? Okay. All right. So we've talked about the investment. How does it pay for itself? Well, you're going to become very quickly. You're going to become a better teacher with more knowledge. That makes you stand out. It makes you stand out within your school, with all of the students, with your colleagues, with senior management. It makes you stand out. So the next time that job as deputy manager, academic manager comes around, you are firmly in the frame because you've been demonstrating to the school that you care about what you do. You care about your students. You care about the school. You want the school to run better, to be more profitable, because you are increasing your skills and the quality of your lessons. That's gonna add to more students, better reviews, better feedback, and it makes you stand out. And you can put these courses on your CV that you've been taking. Yeah, hey Paul.
Hey Paul, big shout out to Paul and Ibtisam.
Yeah, I'll add that CPD is a kind of respect. Yeah, absolutely, Paul. You are respecting what you're doing. You're respecting yourself, and you're respecting everybody around you, and also in your network as well. I'm going to cover that as well, like your professional learning network. And so, yeah, don't devalue your classes and your teaching by not doing CPD. Absolutely, CPD is so important within teaching. So get into it, and by the end of this there'll be a call to action. What can you do today to start looking and identifying areas of growth that you're lacking, you feel that you're lacking, and take courses within those areas, so you're strengthening your weaker areas.
So that was the benefits for your career.
Yeah, absolutely right. So, Mike, has there been any opportunities in the schools that you've worked in for any professional development, any kind of workshops or workshops or anything like that within your own schools?
We had some PDs, but nowadays, like especially for still at that 20 years experience, but we have PDs on AI, how to use AI in the classroom, or how to care about our students as well, because you get some teachers, they don't know what to do. They get panicked when they see students using that chat GPT or stuff, and then it becomes a big topic, because some teachers will go right against AI, and others would say, yeah, well, we gotta find a way to control that, because kids are on their laptop and all stuff. So we have PDs as well about this. Other PDs I can't think of was classroom management as well. We had PDs about how to deal with kids who have how is it insufficient. I think it's who have mental health. We're gonna say, we have PDs about this. So yeah, it's really really interesting. It's
That's
very
it.
necessary in a school.
Yeah. And the thing with professional development days and times with schools, you need to be at a school that cares enough about putting them on for you. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're at a school that's really busy and it's just like, let's teach, let's go home, and there's limited professional development opportunities at your school. And that thousands of teachers that are going to be listening to this will think, yeah, that's my school. If it is your school, take the bull by the horns and put on professional development by yourself. So, and the training at schools are only as good as the trainer. So maybe the other teachers in your schools also don't feel confident enough or knowledgeable enough in particular areas to put on these professional development days themselves. So if that is the case, I always advocate doing professional development yourselves. Oh, my daughter's just coming. Doing professional development yourself and putting on the training yourself, inviting teachers to come and you're the trainer. By training yourself for these professional development day, you're going to make yourself a master. And also something importantly as well about continuous professional development, your credibility as a teacher in front of your students will really go down if you can't use these tools that they're using, right? Like ChatGPT for learning, all of the kids are doing it. And if you can't do it yourself, it's not a great look, right? So train yourself. The resources are out there. You just need to care enough and switch it, and get yourself trained up.
Exactly. And we are here to train. We
Yeah,
both have
absolutely.
good courses to help you with this for sure.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so
Great.
yeah, so we've covered
That was
oh sorry, yeah, I didn't yeah, just quickly
sorry.
going back, by doing professional development, you can demonstrate to other schools in your city, in other cities, maybe in other countries, that you are proficient in these skills and you fit their job role better, their job description better. So it's going to lead to better pay and with better schools as well.
Right.
So it's a real investment.
It shows you're still updated. You keep being updated, and it's very important for schools, especially nowadays.
Yeah, it's so important to show and to demonstrate, and you have clear evidence. Right, I've done this course. I care about what I do. I'm interested in my students. I'm interested in the school. I'm interested in my own self-development, my own self-growth. I will put my time and effort into this, and you're the kind of person that schools want, right? So you're going to get better jobs. Absolutely.
Sure. So that was the benefits, better jobs.
That's it.
And then changing pedagogies. Pedagogies, yeah, right.
Yeah, so pedagogies, these are, how you teach, the kind of materials you use, the processes you put into your classes. It's everything. It's your classroom management. It's how you run things, how you approach material that's in your course, how you teach. This is your pedagogy. So, but pedagogies are changing, right? So you might pick up some online classes. You might want to do blended learning, where you're teaching in-house, and then you set homework tasks which require technology. So students might go home and watch a video, scan a QR code, and do some surveys. And so you are blending in-house teaching with kind of tech and online work. And when the students come back, they're more knowledgeable. You can see that they've done the task at home, because you've got evidence they've logged in or logged out or whatever, and you're talking about it. So this is blended learning, and this is all new pedagogies. And you might be a teacher. Oh, I don't know how to do blended learning. Oh, I won't do it then. Yeah. That's a mistake, right? We need to avoid that kind of mentality. Teach yourself, what is blended learning? How do I do it? What kind of websites and what kind of tools can I use in blended learning? Then I train myself. I can then teach my students how to do this, and you can add blended learning into your pedagogy. Task-based teaching, where you set tasks and the students are talking to each other in English about how to solve the task. And this is more of a long-term kind of thing, might last a week, might last a whole semester. So again, you might feel, I don't know how to do task-based learning. I won't do it. I don't want to fail. I don't want to look silly in front of my students. Avoid that mindset. Train yourself. There are courses in how to do task-based learning. There are courses in how to do blended learning. Lots of them are free. So pursue them and really improve your own skills and your own confidence in using these kinds of things, and bring them into your school. Mike, have you? You're really into AI and ed tech. Where did you learn that yourself? How did you teach yourself? Did someone teach you, or did you take a course? What's your story?
I took some courses on how is it called? Accredited courses from Google. They're all free. You get Google. I forgot the name. There are a lot of different platforms that offers you courses for free. One was Google, and frankly, it was as well. I learned on TikTok. When you go on TikTok, TikTok follows your need, what you're watching a lot. So when you start to watch AI, it's going to bring a lot of people. But I've learned by myself pretty much a lot of stuff. I took very few courses, but I'm learning. Today, just like people are learning English, some teachers are teaching on YouTube. You can find all this for free everywhere. And about AI, I've been in it for a good 2 years since ChatGPT was on. I was, always searching about it, always trying, and especially with that magic school. I've been, I'm a partner with a magic school, so they have a lot of tools. They are there's a big evolution in it because it aligns with curriculums, whether it's Californian ones or the Canadian ones. It aligns with, curriculums. So it's very important because what I'm worried as well, you do stuff that doesn't align with what your kids got to learn, right?
Mm.
So it's very important to start step by step trying. Like I was saying the other day with Charlie, your ChatGPT is pretty much like your pet. More you talk to him, more he's gonna know you, and more you give informations, better he's got to know what you're looking for and
Mm.
answer your questions. Even if it's a simple question, he knows right away what you do. But I found that the memory isn't lasting for long. I should have looked for that one. I'm not sure if it's still on, but you can Google it and you'll find that Google has they're gonna give you a diploma pretty much. So which is
Wow.
cool. Yeah.
Seek and ye shall find. Just jump onto Google courses in AI for teaching. Google it, and you're going to get tons of like you say, free courses. You're going to get yourself a diploma in using these skills, and you can go from literally zero knowledge to being like mastery level for free, teaching yourself. All you need to do is invest your time. I
Exactly,
remember.
and go your pace.
Yeah,
Go
at
at
your
your
own
own
pace as well. We're
pace.
all
You
busy,
don't.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got kids, we've got school, we've got a life. You
Yeah.
can fit these courses are developed like to be self-paced. If you've got half an hour free, you can quickly log on and just continue with the course. Do you remember when we had Michael
Exactly.
B. Horn on the
Yes.
live stream? So Michael, if you haven't seen that live, at the end of this one, check out the ESL live stream with Michael B. Horn. He was a guest. He was like a professor at Harvard, and he was saying, "Now there you go." What a great speaker, author, a legend. Real scoop getting him on. And we were
Oh yeah.
saying, will AI will AI take over teachers, and will we be out of a job? And he said no, absolutely not. But there's teachers that don't know how to use AI will be out of a job. And that really struck me. That was such a powerful message and thing to say. If you are not continually updating yourself, a computer, you've got a different operating system, get a new one, you have to download it, right? It's like that with your own
Yeah.
skills. If you're not developing yourself and updating your knowledge in all of these things, then you're going to be redundant and someone else is going to take your job. So keep the professional development going. It's so important.
That's what And that's what I say to my students. I got grade 12 students. They are about to go to foreign countries, and they're always uh, how to say that. It's like I told them about AI. I know they're using it sometimes to translate French, but I'm not going to go against it. So I'm going to let them, do it, because I told them that in the future, even if you have a good diploma, if you get a good job, maybe you're going to be replaced by the person who's using AI and not you. So I encourage them to as well use AI, but in a fair way. So that's because in the future, I'm sure if they're just grade 12, when they're going to get their job is going to be after maybe another 2, 3, 4 years. So, they at that time, I can't imagine how AI is going to be advanced in like five years from now. It's
Yeah.
already incredible so the professional development here, if you don't take the train, you're going to be far away from
Yeah, you're going to be,
the
if you don't take the train, you're going to be
the
left at the
station.
station, right?
E-
That's it.
Exactly.
So, and it's not just AI. I mean, AI is the big buzzword, right?
No, true.
It's the thing that's moving most rapidly, and so it's
Exactly.
important to develop your skills on that. But it's not just AI. It could be other skills, how to use supplementary materials in your classroom, how to develop writing strategies. And there's lots of things that we can professionally develop ourselves on. And the courses, the resources are out there. You just need to look for them. And also speak to other teachers. Maybe they know of a niche course that you can take for free. So get recommendations from your colleagues and people on the network out there as well. All right,
Exactly.
so professional development. I'm going to divide it into two halves. On my TESOL course on Unit 18, it's a huge unit on professional development. Unit 18, as you get towards the end of the course, paid, unpaid. Okay, so what do you need to spend your money on yourself, and what things are free? And they both have. Yeah, that's it. So paid. What can you do? Okay, so you might have specialized TEFL courses. So how to teach young learners, how to teach business, aviation English, hospitality English. There are lots of specialized TEFL courses out there which you pay for, but they're accredited. You can do the work and get yourself become an accredited teacher using these courses. There's tons out there. The Delta. Okay, so this is by Cambridge. It's a level 7 qualification, so it's on par with a master's degree. So lots of management jobs in Europe, for example, you have to have a Delta. If you don't have a Delta, you're going to struggle to become like a director of studies, an academic manager. It's a tough course. The DIP TESOL, it's the same level as a Delta. It's just that it's a different university. It's Trinity. So again, a level 7 course, and it really goes into the theory of language teaching and stuff like that. The PGCE is the Postgraduate Certificate of Education. So maybe you are a language teacher and you want to branch out. You want to go to a state school to become a primary school teacher or a secondary school teacher. You can do what's called the PGCE. And there's two versions. There's one with QTS, which is the Qualified Teacher Status, and that will get you jobs within state schools in the UK. Or you can do the PGCEI, and I stands for international, which will allow you to work in international
That's the
schools.
one. That's the one I'm about to do in June.
Oh, got it. Okay, yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, with the school.
Really cool.
Yeah, the school is providing us. You see, again, because our school, you're going to know that we are in China. It's a very special market in here, and we have been here for a good 20 something years, but now it turns out the market is changing, and PGCE is in the hype in China. If you get that too, of course, TESOL's 180 hours is very important too. And if you can add that PGCEI, it's even it's even better. It's very important to have that. So I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna be a good student at 46 years old. You know.
No, I finished mine last year, so I've got the PGCEI. So I did mine with the University
Yeah.
of Derby in the UK, and it's a three. You take it over 1 year, and it's got three. It's a trimester course, so you've got 21st century learning in there, how to use tech and tools within your teaching. It's got curriculum development. What is a curriculum for? Who is it for? What makes an ideal curriculum? And there's another course in there, I just think approaches or something like that to teaching. Very good. And then after you've done your PGCEI, you can work in China, Japan, Korea, Thailand, all of Dubai.
Secondary, high school.
That's it. Yeah, Qatar. You can go to work in international schools around the world with the PGCEI. So that's an awesome course as well. Conferences. So I went to a conference last year called TEFL. And all of the big companies and names from all over the world come to the conferences, and you can watch keynote speeches, and you can go to different booths, talk about to people, network. I made so many.
That was back home.
Yeah, that was in Brighton.
Brighton.
I was really lucky. I just walked there. This year it's every year in the UK, so this year it's going to be in Edinburgh, a bit of a further walk, but yeah, you've got you can network there. I was speaking to Hugh Deller at the conference. I think Hugh Deller will be coming on the live stream this year, pretty certain. He said that he would like to. He's very busy, he's really well-known author. So once we get a bit of free time, get Hugh on. I met Hugh at the ELT conference. And this conference is all around the world. You just have to jump onto Google, where is the next ELT conference near me, and it will come up. Yeah, all of these types of things. You can do the TKT, the Teacher Knowledge Test. That's with Cambridge. That's an accredited course, 5 modules. You'll be learning about the processes of teaching, and the processes of learning, how to use supplementary materials in your course, introduction into TEFL teaching. You've got specialized modules that you can take, which one you fancy the most. So you've got young learners, so you can do your teacher knowledge test in young learner approaches if you teach children, or following from last week, Mike. Yeah, sorry, Mike, go ahead.
No, I wasn't following. What the K stands for in TKT?
Knowledge.
Ah,
So it's a teacher knowledge test, and it's
sorry.
Cambridge.
My bad.
No, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. You get lots of these acronyms, right? So that's by Cambridge. Cambridge University is one of the foremost providers of courses and tests within the language arena. So check out what Cambridge have to offer as well. So this isn't free. It's not a free course. However, it's a globally recognized course. It's accredited by Cambridge University. So if you've got the TKT, you can put that on your CV, and any school, they will recognize it and go, this teacher paid their own money to do the TKT examination. Yeah. And you're like, right, okay.
That's a plus on the resume.
Massive. Let's say you're a director of studies and you're hiring a teacher. You've got like 10 applicants and you're flicking through the CVs. One of the teachers have done the TKT. You're like, right, this teacher cares about self-growth. This teacher cares about the students doing the best job possible. They go the extra mile. this is the teacher that is now at the top of the pile. So yeah, and also another one of the modules on the TKT is CLIL. So we were talking about this last week, right? Content and language integrated learning. So you can become a master of CLIL by doing the TKT. So yeah, and the last one there.
Hi, Mike.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Oh yeah, and if you're watching
on Instagram.
yeah, just give us a shout out, throw a question. Yeah, just type out a question and we can answer it for you.
Great, Mike Suit.
Yeah, and the last one is building your own library. So this could be, there's tons of books, ebooks out there that are not free, but will really increase your knowledge in particular areas. So you can slowly build up your own library of resources as well. So these are all the paid ways that you can develop your own skills and do CPD.
Yeah, and about all these courses, the price range is around $100, $200, or except for PGC EI, quite expensive. Some courses are quite really expensive.
They are, yeah. I mean, I paid £2,600 for my PGCEI. It's probably more now. The Delta is expensive. Great. The DIP TESOL is expensive, but you need to remember that these are level 7 courses. They're on par with with a master degree. Yeah. So it's like you're getting a master's degree, in teaching. So this will, if you've got DIP TESOL, a lot of the top authors in the world, education leaders, thought leaders, they all have the DIP TESOL or the Delta. So if your career is in TEFL, if you are a TEFLer for life, and look to do the Delta or the DIP TESOL. Yeah. Free options.
Here we go. Yeah.
Keep your money in your pocket.
Live streams.
That's right.
Like the ESL live streams, for sure.
That's right. Yeah, it's like Ibtisam just said, like by following the live stream, and we try to do a diverse range of topics throughout the year, you are increasing your knowledge. I hope of increasing your knowledge of teaching by watching this. You can have it on the background while you cook. The live streams, tons of free courses out there. Like you said, Mike, I asked you about how you learn so much about AI. First step, go onto Google. These are all free courses that you could take, which were accredited. There are tons out there. The guest that we were due to have on today, he's done 300 free courses. 300.
300, that's massive.
It's crazy, right? Like, you just must be mad about professional development. Finish one. Okay, what's next? Wonderful attitude to his own self growth, and delivering.
That's impressive.
Very impressive. Free courses. TEFL Lemon does a free course. It's a free 50-hour course. So if you just Google TEFL Lemon free TEFL course, you'll find it. You can enroll straight away. Completely free. Got videos in there. Really good resources, and that will increase your knowledge as well within particular areas. Podcasts. I've got a good buddy, Ross Thorburn. He's got the TEFL Teaching Institute, the TEFL Institute. He always has some great guests on. If you like jogging, you're on the bus on the way to work, you can listen to these TEFL podcasts, and it's free professional development. Workshops. So, Mike, we heard from you that you did workshops within like AI, students that have particular learning needs, needs that extra support in the classroom, how to identify that, what to do in your classes. And again, if your school, there's online workshops that you can join. Tons of them. Just always on YouTube, look for online TEFL workshops, join up. webinars, learning particular niche skills and become a real expert for free. Right, the next one, observations. Now this is let's keep just keeping my eye on the time. If just quickly go back there, Mike. I didn't realize.
Okay.
God, it's flying. There's particular ones in there that I want to just talk about: observations and personal learning environment and personal learning network. So I'll just talk about these two. So observations, maybe you're teaching and your manager, your director of studies wants to come in and observe your classes. I was really scared about my first ever observation. I didn't think I was a very good teacher at the time. I was nervous. I thought my job was on the line. I didn't want to be observed. I put up I didn't put up resistance, but I wanted to because I was worried that I wasn't doing a very good job and it would be highlighted. It was the best thing that's ever happened to my career. Being observed by someone that was more experienced who could say, Stu, that was really good. Keep going there. These areas here, you did this. Why did you do that? And he said, if you had done it in this way, it would have been better. It was like a breath of fresh air. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
because they're not here to dig your thumb. They're just here to help you and make it better. So sometimes we get scared, I'm gonna lose my job and all stuff, but no. If you are in that school, that because they want you and they know you're a professional, you are responsible for your work. So they just want to try to make it better.
Yeah, that's it.
For everyone.
Put you on the right path,
Exactly.
And also with observation, it's not top down. It's not top down. Your manager observes you and it's top down. It can also be bottom up. So you can ask to observe them. Can I observe you? And you can make notes about how more experienced teachers are doing things, how they're approaching things, how they deal with particular problems in the classroom. And you can observe your colleagues as well. So maybe Mike, I'm in the same school as you. Mike, next week, can I jump into your class on Thursday and make some notes? And maybe if you've got time, you can jump on to my class next Tuesday and we can talk together.
Okay.
Observe each other, learn from each other. It's really good and it's free.
So important.
That's it. And finally, personal learning environment and personal learning network. Again, we cover this in the TESOL course, which is going to be on the giveaway. The personal learning environment is the environment, the online environment that you surround yourself in. Things like, communities on Facebook, teaching communities, on Twitter, on TikTok. You have this environment around you of TEFL stuff. So you've got these resources and these ideas that are floating around like you're in the middle of a bubble. Create a bubble around yourself of knowledge, of positivity, and of this. Make this environment yourself. Build an environment where you can learn. And your network are the people within that environment. So for some of the people that we've had on the live stream have been taken from the learning environment that we've created around ourselves, and then we can make these connections and learn from these people like one-to-one. This is your personal learning network. So develop these as well. It's free. All right.
Then we're going to go European profiling grid. What is that? Assess your own strength and weaknesses. Sounds like remembering the live we had with Emily Brighton.
Yeah, that's it.
Assessing yourself.
Yeah. Emily Bryson was she was really cool. The European profiling grid. This is something that is also in the TEFL Lemon 180-hour TESOL course. Students have to use the profiling grid to identify weaknesses in their own areas, and then they can go off on a path. They know where they need to develop. So what is it? So this is free. You can Google this. It's a European profiling grid. You answer questions. You you reflect on your own skills, your own experience, how much experience you've had of particular areas, how confident you feel in many different areas. It takes about kind of 20 minutes to finish. You know, how do you feel about lesson planning from 0 to 6? How do you feel about using technology in classes? How much experience have you had about making schedules, teaching schedules? How much experience? How many workshops have you ever delivered? And you just answer all of these questions, and then it spits out the answers at the end. And you see these green bars. So the green bars, the really full ones, are the ones that you feel that you're well trained in and you're knowledgeable in, and you feel confident. So you can kind of put them to one side for the moment. And you see these bars that are the lowest ones. These are the areas within teaching that you feel least confident in, that you've had the least amount of training in. Do you need more training? How confident do you feel? So you can concentrate on these areas when you're doing CPD. Right, okay, so I'm not very confident.
That's interesting.
It's amazing. So by using the European profiling grid, you can really identify areas of weakness and areas where you need to improve. And then you can look for free courses, develop your personal learning network in those areas, for example, and then fill in the gaps using the European profiling.
Yeah.
Very good.
Awesome stuff. Yeah. Awesome.
Right.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Great.
So we're going to finish, perfect timing, really. We're going to finish up. So identify areas for your growth. So what kind of areas are you lacking in? Maybe AI. You feel it's really picking up speed, but you're still standing still. So this would be an area for growth. You know, it could be using supplementary materials, dealing with problem students. You have a student in your class who is disruptive, class clown. You don't know what to do. That's an area that you can work on. So identify areas of growth. Once you've done that, go online, speak to other teachers, choose a course or a resource that you can do that will cover that area. Use the EPG, the European profiling grid, to identify, then choose a course. There are tons of communities out there. I mean, I love Facebook. I'm in like literally hundreds of TEFL groups.
A lot of communities, yeah.
There's tons of communities and really cool people in there. You know, it's not just photos, profile photos. These are real people, real teachers of teaching around the world with real world knowledge, real teaching knowledge and problems, and you can connect. LinkedIn as well. I've got lots of people I've connected with on LinkedIn. Finally, once you've done that, apply these new skills to your lessons and see your career take off. And that's it. Keep continuous professional development, continuous. You know, I've been teaching for 22 years. Mike, you've been teaching for 23 years. Like, we don't stop. We don't stop. We continue.
We never stop.
Develop. That's it.
Exactly. That was an awesome topic. Thank you so much, Stu, for today, because obviously our guest couldn't make it today. That's really a pity. I hope he's fine. Best wishes to him, Mr. Oh, I forgot his name. It's
Fajarudin.
Fajarudin, yeah.
Yeah, and the good thing with Fajarudin, and he will be on. So it's not just he's got a bad shoulder. He'll be on, and what I'm really interested to know. So he's done 300 courses. Which ones?
Yes. How did he do that?
How did he do it? Where did he find the time? You know, I'm sure he can explain that.
Yeah.
But also, which ones? Which are the best ones? Which are the best ones?
That's it. Really exactly.
Let's get some real pointers about what to do.
Tough talk. Real answers.
Yeah.
We're gonna be deep seeking when he will be good. Hopefully after a month, maybe next week, we'll have another guest. If you want to come on the live stream, there's no problem. It's open to everyone. You have knowledge you want to share with us. It's you want to share your own experience in front of whatever strategies you've been using in your class. The ESL live stream will welcome you. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you,
And
Stu.
also, just importantly, Mike, lots of people watching that might consider being on. You need to know that we've had new teachers on that have only been teaching for a few months on to just talk about their feelings, share their experiences. You don't have to be an expert to be a guest here. You can be a newbie.
Exactly. And that's the beautifulness of being a teacher, helping each other for the good sake of our students. That's the most important thing. That's why the ESL live stream is here. Thank you again to all of you for following us. Thank you so much, Stu, for being here.
No problem at all.
That was a nice one.
I'm
always good to be together.
Do you know, today I'm going to be building the TIE Fighter, the Lego. I've got a Lego TIE Fighter, like Darth Vader's ship. I'm going to be like, it's the most awesome thing I have. I'm going to be building it today.
Wow.
So I'm looking forward.
All right. Wish you all the best and how to say, bon courage, a good building.
Oh, yeah.
Bon courage is like, in French would be, yeah, come on, bro.
Yeah, cheers. I'll see if I can show it.
Working out. That's it. Thank you, mate. You take care. Thank you, everyone. If you're following on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, feel free to subscribe. That's the ESL live stream every Saturday, 6 p.m. Beijing time. Would be 2. What time is it back? No, it's not 2 p.m. It's back in UK. Is going to be around 10 a.m. in the morning on Saturday. Feel free to join, everyone. Thank you, Stu. Cheers.
No problem. Yeah, have a good day, everybody.
Bye,
See you
everyone.
later. Bye.
Yeah. Cheers.